Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Redan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, where I'll be talking about their movies, of course, TV shows, merchandising, theme parks, I don't know, whatever the case may be. So I'll be discussing one of these lost media type of stuff, which I haven't done in a good while. So I just thought I might as well do something somewhat, I guess, pretty recent, I guess. Fairly recent. Yeah, it's a TV show that was canned pretty much, and yeah, it was going to follow the whole idea with Prisoner Frog kind of a thing. Yeah, she was going to have her own TV series. I mean, okay, it's not often I would actually talk about something that's super recent. And what makes this even more rare is that I don't talk about TV shows, well, specifically canceled TV shows, all that often. I've already done this like very little amount of time, so I just thought I might as well just cover this for that very reason. Yes, and the fact that it's recent, of course, it's a recent cancellation. Unfortunately, yeah, this character was going to have her own TV show. It was first announced in 2020. So yeah, this was talked about in 2020. So it was later canceled in March of this year, 2025. So yeah, it was I guess discussion for several years, and this was aimed to be premiered in Disney Plus. So Walt Disney Animation Studios pulled the plug on the series as it was decided, as it was no longer prioritizing original long-term content for streaming. So a part of this is that they didn't want to have more original content, at least for some projects, I guess you can say. And yes, as far as story is concerned, this was, of course, was going to be served as a sequel to the animated movie, where we see our main character continuing her adventures, I guess, as a princess. Of course, if you've seen the animated movie, you will know what I mean by that. Of course, I'm not going to give away what happened in the movie itself, but still, even though it's been around for quite some time already since its release. But anyway, the thing is that it was of course going to be a lot of talk that this was going to be an animated series based on the Prisoner Frog film, which was aimed to continue the story of the main character, who, of course, was Disney's first African American princess and was going to be delivered by Disney's television animation. The series was intended to take place in New Orleans, of course, where our main character would expand her business, restaurant business to be more exact, while embarking on new adventures and characters as a princess, of course. And the creative team behind the series did include a lot of talented individuals who were very passionate about expanding about the main character's journey. The original film's directors, I would say, were in fact involved in its early development, of course, aiming to maintain the same overall feel, spirit, and charm of the original film. What made the film charming? They just want to bring that back to the series. Additionally, the series was expected to, I guess, feature similar characters from the movie itself, while, yes, obviously introducing new characters, of course, as an attempt to enrich the world of a main character and enhancing the overall storytelling. Despite the excitement surrounding said project, the series faced several challenges that ultimately led to its cancellation. Reports had indicated that there were plenty of budget constraints, of course, that came to its cancellation, along with the shifting priorities within the Disney's animated division, played significant roles in the decision as the company pretty much wanted to shape its animation strategy amongst this kind of rapid challenging and the changing entertainment landscape. The fate of the series became uncertain because of that. So it was a sense of direction that they weren't certain of, because what worked back then may not work now. The cancellation sparked disappointment among fans who were eager to see more of the representation, and diversity, along with stories featuring the main character. As words spread, social media buzzed with conversations about and reactions about the demand for more diverse narrations in animation content. So I can't really blame them for that. Fans experienced the hopes and, of course, frustrations, with some calling for the revival of the project, or some, or at the very least, maybe not this exact project, or maybe similar stories featuring some kind of underrepresented type characters. So yes, again, I can't blame them for that, of course. Overall, the behind-the-scene journey of the cancellation Prisoner Vogue style series does reflect, I guess, complex interception of creative inspirations and, of course, corporate strategies, and, of course, the audience expectations when it comes to the challenges that can impact the realization of beloved concepts in the world of animation. So that's unfortunately is a thing that does happen quite often, actually, especially when it comes to this TV show. Of course, the actress who voiced the main character in the animated movie, of course, showed a lot of disappointment of this, of course, and she really wanted this to be a thing, of course. And it does make sense for this to be a show because considering the fact that the animated movie was released in theaters of December of 2009, and it was actually a fairly big hit, actually. And so yeah, the film did receive some praise when it comes to the traditional animated animation type animated movie. So it did earn three Oscar nominations for Best Animated Feature and two for Best Original Song. And there's that. So I don't get it. It doesn't. I mean, I see why they were. I see that it was explained was because of the concerning direction of the animation landscape, and of course budget constraints in some ways, and how to spend the money. And of course, it seems to be like a common thing here. It's just that I wish that they could have done it. I just want to scratch my head here because the film was a hit. The film did receive favorable reviews for the most part. So you think that this would have been a thing, and there is a demand for having kind of a visitation for different cultures to be presented in this. So this does seem like a missed opportunity for the more princesses. So it has to be one of the biggest missed opportunities that Disney had allowed to slip through their fingers. So a very, very big missed opportunity, dear folks. They should have done it. I mean, I'm always for more princess stuff anyway. I'm fine with it. Obviously, I'm okay with this kind of a thing to have more princesses. I mean, yes, I'm kind of using this as an excuse to talk about princesses, of course, since I haven't talked about something like this in a good while. But anyway, yes, it was very disappointing for all these fans and whatnot who wanted to see something like this, and rightfully so. I can't blame them for this kind of a thing. So yes, it'd be nice to see more content like this, of course. And it just seems kind of disappointing, of course, and whatnot. So I do wish they could have done more with this. It's just unfortunate that they didn't, obviously. But like I said, folks, I don't cover canceled TV shows all that often. Not really. But I just thought this would be a good opportunity to do so. So here we are, I reckon. But anyway, I guess that would be it for now, folks. I do appreciate anyone for having a look, and I appreciate anyone for watching. Of course, again, like I said already for like the 100th time, this is definitely one of the biggest missed opportunities, at least one of them anyway. They should have gone through with it. I don't know how well it would have performed, but still. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Till next time, see ya. Oh yeah.